Alright, people, what's going on? Denonu here, aka the man with black privilege, and we're back with another commentary video here. Right out the gate, I apologize for the sound of my voice. I know I probably sound kind of raspy, but I've been having this cold that's been kicking my ass for the past few days, so I apologize for that. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the old Call of Dukes, Call of Duty, COD. You know, the no skill multi-kill shooter. And just pretty much I'm going to give my thoughts on the franchise in general, and pretty much, or my hopes and dreams when it comes to Black Ops 3. And please give, I'm going to give a viewpoint of somebody who I didn't get to play the beta. For some reason, I downloaded the beta, but when I went to install it, the beta would never install on my PlayStation 4. So I missed out on it. And at the time I didn't have an Xbox One, so I couldn't grab it on there. So, and I wasn't even thinking about PC when it comes to COD, but, but anyway, let me get into it here. I'm just going to give my thoughts as a long-term COD fan. I know most channels on YouTube, most people, they have their one shooter that they play, whether that's Battlefield, Halo, COD, Crisis, if anybody played Crisis, that hardcore. I know I love that game. But anyway, I play everything. The only thing that I really don't play is sports games. So I'm not biased towards one franchise or the other. I can appreciate them all for various reasons and have my fun playing them. But I've been playing COD since excuse me. I've been playing COD since I think it was COD 2. Whichever COD whichever COD Big Red 1 was. That's the one that kind of got me into it. Before that, I wasn't really a fan of World War II shooters, but before that, I was playing Medal of Honor. I jumped on that, and then Big Red 1 came out, played that, and then kept on with COD, ever since then. But as far as COD multiplayer, I started playing COD multiplayer towards the tail end of COD 4. I got COD 4, but I got it for the campaign. Because at the time, that's when I just got into multiplayer gaming like that when it come to FPS, because I started out with like Halo 3. And if I remember right, COD and Halo came out around the same time, or at least Halo 3, came out around the same time. So I was playing more Halo than COD 4. So as far as the multiplayer, I got into it like 6 months in. I didn't start out fresh with COD 4 when it comes to the multiplayer, but I've been playing them ever since. If you guys want to go back and check the validity of my COD, my COD accounts, they're all on my channel. I upload everything on the YouTube. But anyway, let me stop rambling on because I know I've been going on for about 3 minutes and 13 seconds here. I think Black Ops 3, it has to just, as for right now, it has to go balls deep. That's what it has to do. It has to come out and it has to go balls deep in its community, resonate with the fans, build up an even bigger and better audience, and also change up its gameplay. And like I said, I haven't played the beta, so I don't know if it does that. But judging from the feedback that I'm hearing, because I'm subbed to tons of people on YouTube, judging from everything I'm hearing, that seems to be the case. So they seem to be doing their damn thing with this one. I've been saying it for years that COD is becoming stagnant. It's becoming redundant. You can't keep coming out with the same game year in, year out and expect it to change. People have always want to, they always want to holler, oh, we're tired of this sci-fi bullshit. Let's go back to World War II. Let's make an older COD. They can't do that because of two reasons. And that's what I always tell my friends whenever I talk, tell them about COD. They have to go futuristic. They either have to go futuristic or do what COD Ghost did and just make shit up. Because by COD coming out annually, they have done every major war theater. Yeah, they can go in depth with the little side wars like Vietnam, but then again, you're retreading on the same territory because they already had a mission in Black Ops that was like that too. But yeah, the whole game wasn't centered around it. They could do it, but then the second part is they can't do that because then you can't have the same amount of unlocks that you have in the game now. They can't diminish the content of what you get out of a COD game. Let's say if you have 15 guns, they can't go back and be like, you know what, for this COD, we're going to have 8 guns. They can't do that. So they have to have the same amount of unlocks. You can't go back to a World War II game and have 40-something guns. Because guess what? Back during World War II, they didn't have 40-something guns like that. You know, you only had like 6 to 7 guns that they could use. And yeah, they can go back and use prototype guns. But that's what they've been doing for, you know, with COD ever since, you know, during the course of it. So it's you can't go back, because then you can't have red dots, you can't have laser sights, you can't have, you know, all of the stuff that people expect, you know, the weapons unlocks to have in an older game. So they can't just go back and do that. Everything will be all iron sights again. So they would lose fans if they do it that way. With this new one, what I'm hoping for is that they have to make COD fun again. Because now for a lot of people that's, let's say, in my age group, that maybe started playing COD with last gen, with COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and all that, we're tired of COD. And we're also tired of the bullshit of them not making a decent COD game for year and year and year. You know, it's just, we're tired of waiting for something that we're never getting. And it's definitely taking its toll. I mean, look at COD games now in comparison to, let's say, like when Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 was out. People are starting to fall off, and they have to recapture that magic that made COD fun in order to keep the series fresh going forward. What I was saying, even I did a Halo commentary yesterday, and I was talking about in that, the difference between, let's say, COD and Halo. See, Halo can come out with a bullshit game and have it, you know, not be as good, because people buy Halo for a whole nother reason. Halo has a majestic feel to it. You know, people live and experience Halo, whether that's books, comic books, all of that extra material that wraps you up in the universe of something you love. It's the same feeling that you get with, let's say, something like Star Wars or Star Trek or something like that. COD doesn't have that. Call of Duty doesn't have that type of majesty to it. COD is just a game. They could have had that with, let's say, like the storyline behind Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 with Price, Soap, and all that. But they didn't do nothing with it. You know, they were just the storylines to the game. And then once you beat them, that was it. They didn't keep the majesty going. So COD doesn't have that type of fan appeal to it, you know. So it doesn't have that type of majesty. And it's not going to carry itself throughout the years because of that. So they have to, you know, keep the multiplayer engaging. They have to change things. They have to come to the table with things that are actually fun and that's enjoyable. Because otherwise people are going to stop, and then COD is going to be dead. I mean, and they're just going to stop making it. Now, the thing with that is maybe they don't care. You know what I'm saying? I know Microsoft, for all intents and purposes, care about Halo. The people who play Halo, whether you like the games or not, you still love fucking Halo. You know, you care about the franchise, you know, even though you may think the game sucks. But maybe Activision, maybe Treyarch, maybe Sledgehammer, maybe the remnants, if you want to call them Infinity Ward, maybe they don't care about Call of Duty like that. Maybe it's just a paycheck to them. I know that's how Activision sees it. You know, because they're just, you know, they all about that dollar. So it is what it is. Now that they got Destiny under their belt, I don't really think they need COD anymore, because Destiny, for all intents and purposes, is still blowing up. People are still dumb enough to buy Destiny. You know, people are still dumb enough to experience that broken ass piece of shit that is a game. Granted, it is better since the Taken King, but still, shit should have been there from jump. They fucked up. But now that Activision, from a company standpoint, COD, I don't think it was their biggest money maker, because I think they still had WoW and all that other shit. But COD was like a huge chunk of their money, you know. So before, they was always worried, like, oh man, we have to make COD. We have to keep COD up there because that's like a big chunk. But now they don't need that no more, because they got Destiny doing that. And Destiny, regardless of all the bullshit that I keep saying about it, it's not going nowhere no time soon. So Destiny may be, you know, it may eclipse COD in their minds. So they may not care about COD no more. Right now they're probably just gonna run it until the wheels fall off. But personally, I honestly think that just moving forward, Activision, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, or Infinity Ward, whatever COD game comes out, I personally think they need one of two things. They have to remain consistent. COD's biggest fucking problem that I've seen as somebody who's played all of the COD games is its lack of consistency. One problem will present itself in one game, one issue will develop in one game, and since there are 3 separate studios working on it, that issue will not translate or get fixed in the next game. That is a problem. Problems in the game engine, problems with certain guns, problems that should be fixed in one game don't get translated over to the new game. They have to go through that shit all over again the next year if they decide to fix it. That is a problem. You have to remain consistent with your game. It has to feel the same. It has to be the same, regardless of who's making it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, if you want to have multiple studios doing it, fixes and shit, they have to remain the same going forward. You can't have a fucked up experience one year and then have the sequel and have that same problem again. That turns a lot of people off. The next thing they need is they have to bring back that fun factor. They have to come forward and COD has to be fun again. And that's what I think the beta is doing, because everything I'm always hearing so far is that the beta is fun. Now, I don't know if that's because people got the honeymoon goggles on and they haven't played a fun COD game, so that's why they think it's fun. But I guess we'll all see that once November hits and once the game comes out. So that's honestly what I think they have to do. If they make COD fun, you know, if they make COD fun again, people will go back and play it. But until they do that, then that's, if this COD sucks, like let's say Advanced Warfare or Ghost, honestly, I think COD will be done at that point. You know, because then you got people my age who, let's say, fell off. They're not playing it. And then you got the people who came in with, let's say, Black Ops 2 or Ghost or Advanced Warfare. Even they might jump off because it's not what they're used to. You know what I'm saying? So COD will be completely dead at that point. But I honestly, even though I'm not a hardcore COD player, I am somebody who takes the game seriously. And like I said, I played all of them. I'm not one of those guys who prestige like that because I find that incredibly stupid. But I want COD to succeed. I don't want COD to die because I'm a fan of SPF games in general, and great competition breeds innovation. So I always want, you know, I don't want COD to be on top. I prefer Halo was on top, but I don't see that happening no time soon. But I still want COD to be there because that'll make all the other FPS game developers come to terms and make better games, and that hopefully will force the people who make COD to make better games too. So it'll just mean better games for us gamers. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry about rambling on for so long. I know it's been a mean minute. But if you guys have anything to say on the topic or about COD in general or about anything I've talked about in this video, please do let me know down in the comments below. I do read every comment that comes across my page. I'm not like one of those channels that ignores that kind of sort of stuff. I live for the interactions with my subs and shit like that because that's what I do YouTube for. I love it. So as always, look out for the next commentary video. I'm probably going to have another one out in the next day or two, so be on the lookout for that. My name is Denonu, aka the man with black privilege, and I'll see you guys in the next commentary. Peace out.